And let me tell you, this guy has real demons. I mean serious demons.
Absolutely every last thing I could think of.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh. How did you deal with being Jewish with all this stuff with the KKK and there? Did you tell him you were Jewish?
Well,
You must not have told him you were Jewish. You took part in a fatwa proclamation? Against whom?
against this guy called Rove.
Mozambique witch doctor, blood sacrifice.
Washed in chicken blood.
You were washed in?
Yeah.
Ooh.
You've tried a little bit of everything, haven't you?
Lascivious voodoo dancing? Oh boy. You took peyote? Oh great. I don't like what the devil's done to you. And I also think there's a great purpose for your life. And one of the unique thing I've done in this situation here is I've tried to base as much as I can on the Old Testament. But there has to come a point where this process moves into stage 2, and that's the promises of Christ and embracing him as the Messiah. I bind you. I bind you for what you've done. And he has blessing. And you cannot curse what God has blessed. And so I put the curse back on you. I put the curse back on you. The Lord sent me someone Jewish. I renounce Hinduism.
I renounce Hinduism.
I renounce Zen.
I renounce Zen.
The Kohen that I spoke.
The Kohen that I spoke.
I renounce the Ku Klux Klan.
I renounce the Ku Klux Klan.
And their Luciferian roots. I renounce having worn the undergarments of Mormonism, the gods of Odinism, fatwa I was involved with in Islam, the Freemasonry ceremonies, the demons that entered into me through peyote. I renounce all African ceremonies. I renounce the voodoo in Haiti, curse I brought against my ex-girlfriend, the chicken that was sacrificed.
The chicken that was sacrificed. I break all these curses.
In the name of Christ.
In the name of Christ.
You want to be free from them?
I do.
Really free?
Yes.
They're going to kill you if you don't get rid of them.
Come out, come out.
In the name of come out of here.
I need another man.
Hold him, another man.
Come out of here.
Everybody sit down for that. Get up! I want the spirit of idolatry and false religion. You who were there at Aaron's golden calf. They danced. They sodomized. They partied. Now, stay back. This is personal. You were there in the gas chambers. You were there in the death camps. Weren't you? Weren't you? Weren't you? Does this man want you? Then come out of him in Jesus' name. Make him go.
That's right.
Make him go.
Make him go, John.
And we're going to push this thing right through now, John. You have to go. The people, you have to go. We all obey. Any more legal right to be there? Any more right to this topic? You can't bite my finger. Come out of me! Say, I abominations.
I abomination.
I must go!
I must go.
All my time!
We all go.
Now!
Now.
To
The
pit! Say pit! Say pit! Get him up! Watch out! Say pit! 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 Just relax and breathe, John. Relax and breathe.
on the sight of the demons. Besides what has already been mentioned, the terrible appearance of the evil spirits makes death yet more alarming to us. It is the opinion of many of the fathers that everyone when expiring sees the evil enemy. How appalling this sight is, and with what terror it must inspire the dying exceeds the power of words to declare. It is related of Brother Giles that one day, when he was praying in his cell, the devil appeared to him in so frightful a shape that the brother lost the power of speech and thought his last hour had come. As his lips could not utter a sound, he raised his heart in humble supplication to God, and the apparition vanished. Afterwards, when relating what had befallen him to his brother monks, he trembled from head to foot as he described the hideous aspect of the adversary of mankind. Then going to St. Francis, he asked him this question: "Father, have you ever seen anything in this world, the sight of which was so horrible that it was enough to kill one to behold it?" And the saint replied, "I have indeed seen such a thing. It is none other than the devil, whose aspect is so loathsome that no one could gaze upon it even for a short time and live, unless God specially enabled him to do so." Saint Cyril, also writing to Saint Augustine, says that one of the 3 men who were raised from the dead told him, "As the hour of my departure drew nigh, a multitude of devils, countless in number, came and stood about me. Their forms were more horrible than anything imagination can conceive. One would rather be burned in fire than to be compelled to look upon them. These demons gathered themselves around me and reproached me with all the misdeeds I had ever done, thinking to drive me to despair. And in fact I should have given way before them, had not God in his mercy come to my assistance." Saint Anthony relates that one of the brothers of his order uttered a piercing scream at the sight of a devil who appeared to him. His fellow monks, running to him in alarm, found him more dead than alive. After giving him something to revive and strengthen him, they asked him what the matter was. Then he told them that the devil had appeared to him and terrified him so that all the life had gone out of him. And on their inquiring what the devil looked like, he answered, "That I really cannot say. I can only say that if the choice were given me, I would rather be put into a red-hot furnace than look again at the countenance of the demon." We read much the same thing in the life of Saint Catherine of Siena. She too declared that she would rather walk through a flaming fire than gaze for one instant at the devil. If the mere sight of the evil one is so appalling that the saints think it more intolerable than the pain of exposure to a burning fire, what, my God, must be the fear and horror of the damned, dwelling forever in the midst of countless fiends? How terrified would thou be if a mad dog were to suddenly spring upon thee, pull thee to the ground, and to begin to tear thee with his teeth? Do not imagine that the devil will fall upon the damned with less fury, or treat them more mercifully.